So this is what you should be able to do. So we've got here section on positive reinforcement. So this is the writer in their own notes just for themselves saying that this bit is about positive reinforcement, this paragraph and this paragraph. What you should be able to do is this. You should be able to write from as much detail as this. You should be able to write a draft of the topic sentence. You can change it if you need to, but you should be able to do some sort of draft so you know where you're starting. You should be able to build in through bullets like this what the sort of incremental points you want to make are throughout the paragraph. It doesn't have to be sentence by sentence, but for example, define define an example, use this source, mention animal studies, use these sources. You should be able to build that into a plan like that. And then look what I've done. Paragraph 2, topic sentence again, repeated that same process. But what this now allows you to do is it now allows you to forge the connections between the two paragraphs. And this is how you can think very carefully about the flow of your paper at this stage of planning. And then build in your takeaway point here. And I always think of planning and structure as absolutely essential. Doing this is absolutely essential to your efficiency, your productivity as a writer, and your ability to stay focused and your ability to not deviate and focus on other stuff and lose focus completely. If you imagine you're standing in a field, if you can see the end point in sight, it's very easy to time the walk and plan it because you can see where the path is, you can see where the end point is, you can see where you're going. If you can't see the end point in sight, you're going to go back and forth and round and round and round in circles because you can't see the end point in sight. You don't know where it is you're going. This is the same principle. If you know where you're starting, you know where you're moving to, and you know where ultimately you're heading, it becomes very easy to make the discussion targeted, specific, point by point, because you know where you're starting and you know where you're ending. So this is really, really important. You should be able to do this with a sort of 1,000 word paper up to a 75,000 word thesis easily. You should be able to do this. If you can't do this before you start writing, I would suggest you haven't got enough clarity yet with yourself as to regards of what you're writing, what evidence you're using. So this should be a template you should be able to follow.